Have you ever felt overwhelmed after a multi-camera shoot? Like my friend who just shot a 3-camera interview and didn't know where to start with all the footage? Maybe you're drowning in clips after shooting a short or long form project and you're not sure how you'll pull it all together into a great story. Believe me, you're not alone. I've been there. That's why today I'm going to give you some practical steps to conquer that chaos and turn all those clips into something amazing. Let me give you some steps to take. See the opportunity inside the chaos. When you've got hours of footage from different angles, it can feel like you're buried under a mountain of files. But instead of letting the volume of clips intimidate you, I want you to see it as an opportunity. Every angle, every take, and every soundbite is a chance to enhance the story you're telling. That's the mindset shift. You're not drowning in footage, you're surrounded by creative options. So, what's the first thing I do? I map it out with sticky notes and graph paper. After I directed the 3-camera shoot for the Blue Republic CrossFit story for my master course, Start with Story, End with Wow, the first thing I did was grab a stack of sticky notes. Now, I know this is a bit old school, but hear me out. I write down all the key moments from the day while they're fresh in my mind. The standout reactions, the essential quotes, even the little nuances that caught my eye. Then I lay them out on a piece of graph paper, moving them around until I've got a rough story map. This gives me a visual outline of the story before I even touch the footage. It's like having a map before starting a road trip. It guides you through the journey. And honestly, this process helps me see the bigger picture. It's hands-on, but it works because it lets me experiment with the flow of the story without getting bogged down in technical details. But hey, if sticky notes and graph paper aren't your thing, that's cool. You can always find an app online to help you map out your story digitally. The goal here is to see your story before you start cutting. Organize your clips to match your story. Once I've mapped out the story, I organize my bins and clips to match. This is where the planning pays off. Label your clips based on the moments you've laid out. Trust me, it's a game changer. It's like assembling the pieces of a puzzle when you already know what the puzzle looks like. This step alone can save you hours of time, and more importantly, it helps you stay focused on the story instead of getting lost in the footage. Every moment has a place, and your edit has a structure too. Sync the footage and build your rough timeline. Once your clips are organized, the next step is syncing your footage and audio. Then start building a rough timeline based on your story map. This is not about perfection, so don't stress about getting it exactly right just yet. Focus on getting the structure in place. Having this visual guide lets you see the big picture. You're not cutting blindly, you're building a foundation for the story. It's all about creating momentum in the edit, allowing you to refine and polish later. Use cutaways and B-roll to elevate your story. Now that your rough timeline is set, let's talk about elevating the story with B-roll and cutaways. This is where those multiple camera angles truly pay off. You can cut to close-ups during emotional moments, use wide shots for context, and weave in B-roll to keep your audience visually engaged. Remember, each angle is just another layer in your story. It's not just about cutting between cameras for the sake of variety. It's about using your visuals to support and amplify the narrative you've already mapped out. Ready for the takeaway? The next time you're overwhelmed by a multi-camera shoot, don't panic. Start with a stack of sticky notes or an app if that's more your style. Map out your story and let that guide your edit. It's all about organization, structure, and seeing the big picture before diving into the details. Whether you're working on a small project or a complex multi-camera production, these steps will help you stay focused, efficient, most importantly, creative. If this helped you, make sure to subscribe, like, and drop a comment below. And if you want to take your editing and storytelling skills even further, check out my workshop, Secrets to Making Unscripted Videos. In it, I walk you through the entire process of turning raw footage into a captivating story, step by step. You can also find additional resources in the description below. including tools to help you organize and craft unscripted videos that stand out. Thanks for watching.